increasingly common is the need to support multiple virtual network operators, each with their own ONTs and RGs on a common infrastructure platform provided as part of the access network. This applies to both common infrastructure as well as access wholesale markets.
FAN stands for Fixed Access Network Sharing. The Broadband Forum introduced this term to define how an access network owned by a single infrastructure provider can be leveraged by multiple internet service providers for providing broadband services to their customers. This approach of sharing infrastructure eliminates duplicate networks and the associated costs. In addition to the economic benefits, this approach meets demands for open access networks. Because of the shared nature of passive optical networks, there is a single active OLT owned and managed by the infrastructure provider. The retail ISPs, the ones that provide services and maintain the relationships with the end customer, are referred to as virtual network operators, or VNOs, which are analogous to MVNOs in the mobile world. The BBF has defined different ways for managing common access infrastructure. The services that run on top of it can be exposed by the infrastructure provider towards the virtual network operators as defined in TR-370. For this demonstration of FANs, we have two vendor solutions, Nokia Condor and Netsia. Each has a unique way of implementing FANs. What is common to these solutions is they make use of a domain controller based on software-defined networking principles, where the management layer of the network is exposed towards each individual virtual network operator so they can perform service activation and service monitoring. Incognito provides the mapping and convergence of the business support and operational support systems for this demonstration. Complementing the Broadband Forum's fantastic work on the network layer, Incognito employs the TM Forum's open digital architecture and open API standards to enable end-to-end provisioning, closed-loop automation of service provisioning and assurance, and the abstraction of the network layer from the business layer. For the FAN's infrastructure provider, the Incognito OSS manages all customer services for multiple virtual network operators, including the connectivity and QoS services across multiple access domain controllers.
So Luis, why don't you tell us about the fixed access network sharing FANs demo and what you're showing here?
Yes, we're showing here the wholesale network portal and how it integrates with different OSSs, in this case Incognito OSS. So we're showing the wholesale network portal with different interfaces. We have a specific interface for each of the VNOs where they see each of their devices and only their devices without seeing the other devices on the network. And then we are showing the IMP portal, or the infrastructure provider portal, that allows the neutral host or infrastructure provider to configure the different VNOs and to have specific rights for each of them so that they can handle different kind of workloads and workflows.
Wholesale Network Portal is a Nokia application developed by Condor Technologies that provides a lightweight solution for making an altoplano access controller managed by an infrastructure provider shareable between different virtual network operators. WNP exposes to each VNO different APIs and GUIs for managing intent-based networking, performance management, and fault management. In this regard, it follows Broadband Forum OBcast-defined interfaces to make it controller neutral and available as an application to interface with different access controllers. Its main functionality is to provide access to the VNOs, exposing only their devices and services without being able to access and control any of the other equipment present in the network, either belonging to other VNOs or the infrastructure provider. The infrastructure provider can control the rights being granted to each VNO by controlling the ONU control options and specifying different restrictions on the intents and its parameters, including, but not limited to, VLAN ranges, ONU models, service profiles, and alarm types being forwarded to the VNOs.
So Circuit, tell us about Netsia's involvement in the fixed access network sharing.
Netsia BB Suite is a comprehensive FAN solution that aligns with the TR-370 specification by leveraging both SDN-based model and the management system model. We created a flexible platform that supports various device types, including white box OLTs, BBF native OLTs, and also legacy OLT devices. Netsia BB Suite provides a user-friendly interface that can be used by both infrastructure providers and also for virtual network operators. Importantly, virtual network operators only have visibility into their own devices and profiles. INPs, on the other hand, can see all of the network so that they ensure the system is healthy. Netsia BB Suite also supports standard node-bound interfaces so that it can be integrated with the different OSS BSS systems. In our demo, we demonstrated the ease of integrating Incognito Service Orchestrator, showcased the Netsia BB Suite's versatility and adaptability.